Let me put in this tape. This tape is titled Number 9. At first it says stories, and then it's crossed out and it says movie,
It's probably
and then
porno.
it's unlawful entry, no money, South Central.
That really sounds like a porno.
Yeah, I mean, I recognize the title of South Central, but we'll see what happens with that one. I'm interested. Holy shit. Do you see that? What the fuck is happening? It's so bad. Oh my god.
What are you doing? It's like someone's getting murdered.
Right? It's starting to play.
I'm scared.
This is recorded from TV stuff.
Hey Dylan, what's with all the penises on there?
I mean, we'll see what happens. I want to see what pops up in the middle randomly.
Oh, it pops up in the middle?
Yeah, it pops up right in the fucking middle. We'll see. Anyway, all right.
A cold open.
God damn it, that's quite the cold open.
All right. Who wants some? Who's next? Huh? How about it? Who wants some?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the VHS Doom podcast and rental store. I'm your humble host, Dylan Crutcher. We're so glad that you're joining us again this week for another dive into the shelves of madness. I hope you all enjoyed.
Anuses of madness.
I really want to cut that out. Let's not do that. We have too many butt and dick jokes. It's too much. We hope you all enjoyed our roundtable episode with the dudes from Mutant City Horror. We had such a great time hanging out with those guys, and I can't thank them enough for helping me kill off Mikey. We stabbed him over.
I thought they were all my friends.
And I started to see the portal open, and like some face tentacles started coming through, but then Scabby Man burped and the portal closed. So I think Scabby was really stopping the demise of the entire existence as we know it, but that's all right. Anyway, luckily,
I think he was stopping Bibbles from coming out.
Maybe it might have been Bibbles. I don't know. Bibbles demands avocados, if you didn't know that. So
yeah.
Check
this like alien deity.
Check out our Instagram later if you don't know about that, because I'm going to post about it later today. So when Scabby burped and brought Mikey back to life, closing the portal, we were good to go. So
I lost my beard in the process.
As always, I'm joined by the nefarious, dastardly, can-cracking dude, my awesome co-host, Mikey Mutant. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up?
Hello. It's good to see you alive and well again. I'm trying to keep it. I really am trying to keep an eye on this fucking tape because I don't know what this is going to change to at any point. This every week in the store. If you guys aren't watching us on YouTube, eventually you'll be able to. But every week in the store, I play. Son of a fucking bitch. That was a slow, drawn out crack if I've ever heard one. Never ceases.
Just Diet Coke.
Never ceases to surprise me. Last time it was fucking J&B. You were getting schwasty, bro.
I was very, very drunk by the end of the Mutant City crossover episode.
I know you were. Yeah, but it sounded like a good time for sure.
It was super fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I think, speaking on that, I think Paul wants to do a drinking episode next.
He does. Yeah, he texted about that. Yeah, so we'll figure that shit out. So, as I was saying, every week in the store, if you watch on YouTube, when we finally get the shit uploaded, I play a different tape from my desk on my big old RCA that I got over here. And this week I popped in a
porno.
a home recorded. It's a Scotch EGT20, recordable cassette that was labeled with South Central,
Come.
Banger Good, and A Few Good Men or something like that. No, it was some other movies, but I got to keep an eye on it because I don't want to get fucking kicked off YouTube. So we'll keep an eye on this. Let me know if
whenever this will go out. It could be a few months from now.
All right, let me see. I mean, you tell me, Mikey, because you can keep an eye on it a little better if you see any buttholes, and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I put you full screen, so
okay. All right, cool. Okay. Anyway, speaking of tapes, we have a fucking Patreon, and we have a couple tiers you guys can join at. We have our entry level membership, we have a silver membership, and we have a gold membership. And both the silver and the gold membership will get a random VHS shipped to your door. I promise they'll be good. We have a lot of horror titles. We have a lot of action titles. I have a lot of like fun classic comedy stuff too. Like I have the Flintstones right in front of me. I have Mortal Kombat.
Which one?
Is that
John one
Goodman.
with Rosie O'Donnell?
I think Rosie O'Donnell. Yeah, I think that's that one. Yeah.
I remember seeing that in theaters.
I have the Mummy.
Oh, I remember
right
seeing that
in front of me. I have Johnny Mnemonic.
That's a good one, honestly.
Yeah. Amadeus, if you want a 3-hour VHS.
What's playing right now?
I think this is South Central.
Okay.
I think so. I think this is South Central. So continuing out of that tangent, join our fucking Patreon, guys. Yeah, so you could get a custom member card. It's numbered. The earlier you join, the lower of a number you get. Very cool stuff. And you get an invitation to our live recording sessions. We'll send a VHS to your door. And if you join at gold, you can even get a shirt sent to you too. So yeah, we really will make sure you are well taken care of for having joined our Patreon. And we appreciate the support from all of you. If you haven't already, please help us out and subscribe and give us a rating wherever you're listening to this podcast. It helps. It goes a long way to help supporting the show. It helps us grow. I think we picked up like 5 or 6 new followers just in the last week, and we appreciate each and every one of you who have joined us. That's a cool thing. The more our community grows, the more we will be able to do more cool shit. What the fuck just happened to you?
The stack of movies I wanted to talk about from the Kino sale almost knocked over my drink under the computer.
You heard it here. Mikey Mutant was almost killed by the movies that he loves. Wow.
As usual.
Yeah. So, last bit of pandering here. Check out the merch store. So if you go to vhsdoom.com, scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a link to the merch store. If you go over to dorktees.com, that's dorktees.com, any of the shirts that you buy that are branded or marked as VHS Doom shirts, all the profits go to supporting the show, which is really cool. There are some cool designs on there too. We do want you to come on the show. If you are a producer, a director, an actor, and you're promoting a project, if you're a podcast and you want to collab on an episode or come on and do a roundtable episode, we want to talk to you. If you haven't checked out our latest roundtable yet, just last episode with Mutant City Horror, go give it a listen today. It's a lot of fun. Video fucking violence. It was a good time. All right, that's all I got. Mikey, how the fuck have you been, buddy?
I've been good. More prepping for the baby, as I said last time. Can't believe it's getting close. I mean, like you're closer than I am, but yeah.
Dude, I'm like weeks away at this point. It's wild.
Exactly. Yeah, just playing. I've been playing the new Dead Island game that came out recently.
Nice.
I think a lot of stuff I've been doing. Sammy and I went to the park a couple times. Saw some family. You know, the usual kind of stuff.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, I also, from your recommendation, I didn't even know the Kino Lorber had their sale for March Madness.
Yep.
And I bought a bunch of movies, so I'm gonna. I guess do you want me to go over them right now?
Yeah, tell us about what you got. Hey, shout out Kino. If you guys want a podcast, let us know. We'd love to partner with you.
If you guys want to sponsor our show and send me all these movies for free,
we'd be the official Kino horror podcast. Yeah.
So the first one is the ripoff from The Exorcist that we talked about in the Exorcist episode, The Antichrist from Alberto Di Martino.
Noise
1974.
Italian
This is the
ripoff.
one I watched this week. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. Another Italian horror movie. This one is from the same story that the Waldmore from Mario Bava's Black Sabbath is from. It's called
Okay,
Night of the Devils.
that's a dope ass cover.
Yeah, it's from 1972. It involves some monsters and stuff.
Okay,
Next one, Nightmare Beach. It's from Umberto Lenzi. It's a slasher movie. Stars
yeah.
John Saxon.
All right.
And Jess Franco's Neurosis or Revenge of the House of Usher.
Okay,
From one of
all right.
the sleaze merchants of Spain.
Nice.
The Devil's Kiss by Jordi Gigo. I've never seen this one before. I've always wanted this one.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah,
That looks
very
dope.
trippy. One of my favorite movies, and this one influenced the movie Alien, Mario Bava's Planet of Vampires.
Okay, all right, cool. Was
got
that an
three more,
inspiration to Ridley, old Ridley Scott, or was it Dan
David
O'Bannon?
O'Bannon. Yeah, Dan O'Bannon. I almost said David. I meant Dan. Another Jess
Dan.
Franco
Nice,
movie,
okay.
The Diabolical Dr. Z. It's another
Okay,
medical horror movie.
I've heard
It's
of that
kind
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of in like the vein of like Eyes Without a Face or like Cronenberg's Rabid.
Okay.
Monster Squad, classic.
Fuck yeah.
Don't have to say much. I already talked about it last episode.
You gave
And
me
then-
that DVD.
I did. And then the Conan ripoff movie, The Barbarians, from Rogerio Deodato.
Oh, double the Conan, double the fun.
Yep, that's pretty much the movie.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's the movies I got. And then I watched The Antichrist, which is like one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most ridiculous Exorcist ripoff movies from Italy.
Okay. Okay.
It's also known as The Tempter. It's worth
Is
a
it
watch,
more
honestly.
ridiculous than The Sexorcist?
No. This isn't a
Okay,
porno.
okay.
Oh,
Oh,
you're talking
okay.
about Midnight Horror Show or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not as ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. This isn't a porno, he said.
But this has last thing about the movie. Ennio Morricone did the score for it.
Oh, okay. All right. I love a good Marconi score. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm excited today because, well, if you guys haven't read the title already, we're talking about House from 1985, which has a Harry Manfredini score. So I just love a good score. And, Marconi, fucking great music, man. Did Marconi do The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly? Was that his?
Yes.
I'm not
He
going to
did.
play the sound effect. Yes, he did. I thought so. All right, cool. Well, that's good, man. So that's what you did. That's what you watched.
What's up with you?
So me, fuck, what have I been up to? Work. All I do is work, no matter what. Yeah, so it's just been busy. It's been busy, and that's okay. Things are going well. Things are going in the right direction. But it's a big push to get everything as it should be where I'm at, which is fine. That's management, right? I manage full time, so I put a lot of work.
I don't want to
into
go back to that.
Yeah, what have I mean, it's not bad. It's really not. It's not a bad place to be. It's just work. It's just a lot of work. So things outside of work. So on Instagram, actually, we're running. We just hit 1,000 followers, and in our lead up to 1,000 followers, I decided that I'd do a little contest for everybody who's been along for our journey and for new people who want to join for our journey. So we're giving away 5 VHS tapes, which include Chud, Pet Cemetery, Stephen King's It. There's the Amityville Horror 2 tape set. It's
That's
1
coming
and
to
2.
me. I don't know what you're saying.
You didn't enter the seat. Did you tag anybody?
I didn't
I
know I
don't
was
think I
allowed
can send it
to.
to you anyway.
Did Mike
I
do
don't
it
think
too?
you. I mean, I think Mike did. Yeah. But also there's Mother's Day. So those 5 tapes are being given away randomly. You're going to get drawn randomly. Some of them are factory sealed, like the Pet Cemetery, It, and the Amityville 2 tape set. They're all factory sealed. Then Chud and Mother's Day are just old and rare. So if you want to enter, and they both work, by the way, which is awesome. So if you want to enter the sweepstakes. You have until Monday the 6th. All you have to do is go find our post on Instagram. You have to like it. You have to tag a horror-obsessed friend in that post, and you have to be following the page. And then on Monday the 6th, randomly, everybody who's tagged a friend on that post, I'm going to go do a random name generator for each tape. And then I'll DM you. I'll get your address, and I'll send it out to you. So thank you all for being along for the ride. We are past 1,000 followers now, so there's a 7-day. Oh, look at you! You tagged me. You're funny. So there's
the two people I'm going to the two shows I'm going to shout out at the end also said something.
Oh yeah, they did. Everybody wants these fucking tapes, bro, which is cool. So yeah, that's what I did. I set that up this week, and I worked, and I hung out with my kid, and she's doing great, and she's growing so much. Which is awesome. So the weather's turned a little warmer, so we've been able to get her into her little pool and playing with her water table and just having fun. So that's it. What did I watch? So I watched something new. I watched something from 2022, which is a lot newer than a lot of stuff I watch. And it's called Teddy Told Me To, and it's directed by Tom Devlin. Dude, it was a lot of fucking fun. So the premise is essentially there's a haunted house that has gone out of business like years ago because there was a murder there, and a new couple moves to town and they want to buy the haunted house and restore it to its former glory. Well, all sorts of chaos ensues when the murderer returns, and he wears a torn teddy bear face. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool costume, and the effects work is insane. Obviously, because it's by Tom fucking Devlin. So all the effects work was done by 1313 FX, which is the company that he owns, and he directed it. And his daughter was like a starring role in it, and someone else that's related to him, maybe his wife, wrote the script. So it's like a family project. But holy shit, the effects in that are so fucking good. So if you are a fan of practical effects work, go today and check out Teddy Told Me To from 2022 by Tom Devlin and have a good time. So that's it. That's what I watched. That's what we fucking did. And now you guys know what time it is. It's time to get you checked back in from last week. All right. Let me get my little scanity scan
I swear to God,
loaded
if I die.
What?
If the VHS do, not VHS do, that's our show. If the Mutant City guys come back and stab me again, I swear to God, this friendship, I don't know. I love them though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, I did kind of tell them to do it, but it was the cult's idea, and I was like 92% sure you would get brought back to life. So I
don't see any of their cars in the parking lot, so I think I'm safe.
So, yeah, so when you got stabbed and the void portal opened up and there was that giant monster named Bibbles coming through, the cult was like cheering. I think that's their Cthulhu. I don't know.
It is. He
Yeah. What?
I was going to reference Cthulhu, but I just started laughing because it's so ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, because he's in Bibbles demands avocados. He wants all the avocados, so if he comes through, the avocado supply will
Bibbles is not dead, he's dreaming.
Right, you don't want to wake him, but the cult does, and they paid us really good money for that murder. So I was like 92% sure you'd come back.
Is that why we have like a buffet cart right next to us?
Yeah, with all the squidsies on it. Yeah. Oh, look at that fried chicken. What is this? Is it a commercial? Oh no, he's just eating food on there. All right, they're doing a good job of skipping the commercials on this. They must have sat by their VCR, stopped it, waited,
that brings me
and then
back.
hit record again. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so last week the guys from Mutant City Horror sent you guys home with a curated list, which was really solid. So
can I just say something about the first movie and like the director of that one before we get started? Sorry.
Yeah.
So that director is one of my favorites. He's done he's like a upcoming, no, not up and coming, but like he's worked in a movie like doing other stuff for movies before. He's Joe Bigos. He's done one of my favorite alien slasher movies, Almost Human, and he did also one I think you'll like. It's kind of like Precinct 13, almost like it's Assault
Okay.
Precinct 13. It's called VFW,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
it's really good from a couple of years ago.
Nice.
I think it's from the same year they
Okay.
filmed Bliss. Actually, I think they did back to back. Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. I'll have to check that out. All right. Well, let's get these checked back in. So first, they sent you home with Bliss from 2019 by Joe Bagos. That, please. Thank you so much. Good. All right. We sent you home with Antlers from 2021 by Scott Cooper. Haven't seen it. Got to check that out. All right. Thank you so much. I'll take that from you. Oh, shit. Oh. God damn it. Fuck that. I don't. We'll fix it later.
There's no barcode
We
on that
sent
one.
you. We sent you with the Monster Mash by Kevin Lasani. There's no barcode on this one. No,
For
that's
Antlers,
right
no.
here. It's on the bottom. Oh no, Antlers had one, and this one's on the bottom. And then we sent you home with Sugar Hill from 1974 by Paul Malansky.
It's a good one.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I'll take that from you. And then lastly, for the kids and the fam, Mutant City Horror sent you home with Batteries Not Included from 1987 by Matthew Robbins. We'll take that. Thank you so much. And if you guys remember, that was actually the original title for Child's Play before they had to change it because of this movie. So anyway, what the fuck is that knocking? Do you hear that, dude? Do you hear all that knocking? Is that from Hugh's closet? Is he in there? I thought he was stocking shelves over there. Yeah, I see him.
Do you want me to open the door?
Yeah, pop that open.
This always happens, dude. Is there something behind the door?
I've never heard it.
Do you want to open it or should I open it? Like, what's going to happen?
I'll grab this mattress and I'll stand right here. And you grab,
Mattress?
you hold. Yeah, there's a mattress by the wall, and I'm
Why are there
gonna
holes
stand
in it?
behind it. I don't know. It's just here. I mean, this is Hugh's bed. So okay, ready? I'm gonna open the door. Holy shit! Get back! Back!
My hand.
Oh.
My hand's missing.
Get out of it! Goddamn son of a bitch!
Shut
All right. Oh. What? Oh, I shot out the windows again. Fuck. It's good we have a glass repair person. Whoa.
Okay.
Why is your arm fucking out of your ear right now? What is happening?
I think it's because right as like I was about to come back, you kind of like shot me in the face accidentally. So like Scabby Man put my arm in my ear.
Your particles are mixed up a bit.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, got it. Sorry. Yeah, you got a really
What was
weird
that thing though?
ear arm. Bro, that thing had like 8 faces on it. It was like a giant melding of flesh. I shot it a bunch and it zoomed back into the closet and now it seems to be gone.
Did you get the pest control to come in?
No, I haven't called the exterminator in a while. Yeah, I guess
think that's why that was there. Yeah, I don't know what you keeps in there, but probably rotten food.
Probably so. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry that happened to you, buddy. Yeah, we'll call pest control. The Void pest control is pretty wild. We'll talk about that on
more
another
times than
episode.
50 Cent at this point.
Probably, bro. You've been stabbed more than most people I've ever met. You've had more pencils in your eye than anyone I've ever known, and your body parts have been rearranged. You remember that time Scabby just wore your skin to an interview? Yeah, I remember that.
He does it a lot.
Anyway, fuck, the tapes are everywhere. They're all fucked up, bro. All of them are destroyed. Holy shit.
You're gonna have
also,
to buy more.
I don't even know how we got Antlers from 2021 on tape. I don't know.
Or Bliss from 2019.
It's weird. But anyway, yeah. So fuck. Thanks for returning those. It looks like you guys did your job fine, but obviously we have a pest problem. Okay. Mikey, I think we should do you think you can press play with your little ear arm? Do you think you can press play? Yeah, you can do it. You can make it work. That's your strong arm. You can do it.
This is a house where no one should live. Roger Cobb has come here alone. But no one is ever alone in the house.
Leave while you can. No!
Sandy.
Horror has found a new home. House. Enter at your own risk.
All right, cool. Well, let's get that back of the box read there, buddy.
All right. A Vietnam vet turned horror novelist returns to his boyhood home to find that it has been invaded by ghosts and ghouls.
Okay,
And this is
gotcha.
poster, which is awesome.
Oh, I love that one. Yeah, I love the little...
You're cordially invited to spend a time at evening with Roger Cobb and his friends. Don't come alone.
Yeah, there you go. All right, cool. Wonderful. Well, so House is a 1985 American comedy horror film that's directed by Steve Miner, with a screenplay by Ethan Wiley from an original story written by Fred Dekker. Fuck yeah.
That's why I picked this originally. This is supposed to come out when we did Night of the Creeps.
I mean, when you have Fred Dekker mixed with Sean S. Cunningham, Steve Miner, like, come on, y'all. You know.
And Manfredini also.
Yep, Manfredini doing the score. So the film is the first installment in the House film series and stars William Catt, George Wendt, Richard Mole, and Kay Lentz. The plot tells the story of a troubled author who lives in his deceased aunt's house and soon falls victim to the house being haunted. It collected $22.1 million worldwide and was followed by 3 sequels. All right, cool. So a couple other players in this. You have the cinematography was by Mac Alberg. It was edited by Michael New, which I think we've talked about once before. I think he was an editor on something else where it was like new and new, but spelled different ways.
I think so. I don't remember where it was from, though.
I can't remember what film that was. If you know and you want to comment it, let us know. The music was by Harry Manfredini, as we said. It was produced or put out by New World Pictures and Sean S. Cunningham Films, as well as Manley Productions, and was distributed by New World Pictures. The release date was December 6, 1985, to a runtime of 93 minutes. And on a budget of $3 million, as I said, they brought in $22.1 million. So quite the success in the box office. All right. So, as usual, I think what we should do is we should read through the plot, then we'll talk about our notes a bit, and then we'll talk about the limited production notes available, as well as the box office and release. All right. So, author Roger Cobb is a troubled man. He and his wife have separated. Their only son, Jimmy, has disappeared without a trace, and his aunt has committed suicide by hanging. On top of everything else, he has been pressured by his publisher to write another book. To the chagrin of his fans and publisher, Roger plans a novel based on his experiences in the Vietnam War, instead of another horror story, as a way to purge himself of the horrors that he experienced while he was there. After his aunt's funeral, Roger decides to live inside her house to write instead of selling it, as recommended by the estate attorney. After moving in, Roger begins to have powerful graphic nightmares, including thoughts about his comrade Big Ben, who had died in Vietnam. In addition, strange phenomena spring forth from the house, haunting him in his working hours. Roger begins to have flashbacks of Jimmy's disappearance after spotting him getting pulled by something in the swimming pool. His aunt, prior to her death, claimed that the house itself took Jimmy. He tries to communicate his fears to his next door neighbor, Harold Gorton. Gorton? I think it's Gorton, who only thinks that Roger is crazy or losing his mind. Okay, so up to this point, let's cover those notes and then we can read the second half of the synopsis afterwards. So, what you got? Where are you starting?
Oh, I thought it was kind of sad that he had a fake poker game to talk to his ex-wife.
That was sad, wasn't it? Yeah, and he was like, "I'm such a jerk," you know.
And then I think my next one was, well, besides it being one of my favorite 80s horror comedies, I feel like this whole thing is his PTSD manifesting.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
What else did I say? Is he supposed to be like Stephen King? Was my next question.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could see that a little bit.
And then you already covered those when you were talking about pretty much the Friday the 13th crew made this, and then Fred Dekker helped with the initial story.
Very, very cool shit.
Oh, I love that kind of house too.
Yeah, you know what? That what was it? Victorian? Is that Victorian construction?
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, it does make a really cool looking house for sure.
Oh, lastly, sorry, I just found one more. I don't think I could live in a house where my relative killed themselves. It's kind of creepy.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. No, I don't think I could either. I think I'd have to sell the house, and you could probably make bank off that house. But there were a couple times where I was like, "What the fuck is he staying there for?" But I get it with your kid having disappeared from there. So I did think it was a very cool continuous track shot to start the movie. They start from up high, looking in like the second story, and then they come down, and then it runs all the way around the house up to the front of the house. So that was a pretty cool shot. I thought that the paintings by the ant were dope because they show those right in the beginning, one of them. And the little grocery boy looks at it and he says, "Sick." But in my head, right before that, I had said, like, "sick," you know? So it was just funny. Made me laugh. Those are cool paintings. I did put down, she definitely dead right before, like, he walks into her room, seeing her swinging the ant. I think her last name was Hooper. I think he was saying Miss Hooper. Was that right? I think so.
I could be wrong.
I
think it was. Yeah.
I think so. But it's funny. The grocery boy, when he's like going in her house, he's like, "Hello, it's the grocery boy." Like, he doesn't even say his name. It just made me laugh. Like, they obviously just did not give a shit to call this guy anything. They were like, "Yeah, you're just the grocery boy, bitch."
I've worked in 3 grocery stores in my life, and I've never called myself the grocery boy.
Right. Like, you deliver groceries like, "Hey, it's the grocery boy." Fuck off. Anyway, that made me laugh. Oh, you know what? I did. So I'm a big fan of framing and of cinematography in general. And I really liked the line shot. So after the aunt, you go through her funeral or whatever, you're at a book signing where Roger is signing his newest horror title. And they're having each individual come up to the camera and look at the camera really close. So it was just a cool, like, continuous shot. I really liked that idea.
Ray Liotta.
Oh yeah, young Ray Liotta is in this. He is. I've seen him a couple times here. No porno yet.
Rest in peace.
No porno yet. Yeah, rest in peace. I did. Okay, so then Roger goes home afterward, and he's dealing with that shit with his, sadness about his wife and whatever else. But he took a fucking Hungry Man meal out of the freezer. He didn't even take it out of the box. He threw it in the microwave and he put it in for 30 minutes.
Oh God.
I don't know how long it took to cook things in 1980.
I think it's usually like 10 minutes for like a frozen meal, if anything.
Right.
It's just like so melted and burnt. The plastic is like all melted to the plate in there.
Right, the box was on fucking fire. The glue that holds the box together was melted to his entire sauce. Microwave. Right. Yummy glue sauce. So it just made me laugh. I was like, I don't know how weak microwaves were back then. I don't know if you were supposed to cook that meal in the box and not remove any plastic.
It's not as strong as the microwave in Last House on the Left, the remake.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's
where they use the open microwave to kill somebody.
I don't. Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah. What was the other microwave kill? Was it in? Was that in? No, it wasn't in Faces of Death. I can't remember, or maybe I had a dream about that.
Jesus.
Maybe Terminator? Did they put
I think you're dreaming this at this point.
Fuck. Damn, maybe I was dreaming about microwave and Terminators. Anyway, okay. All right, fucking shit,
fuck?
bro. That's my brain. That's
You
how it
told me
works.
not
That's
to go
why
on
this
any
show's so
tangents.
wild. I was really trying to place it. Anyway, okay. He did have a sweet ass stereo setup, and
He did.
I'm a big fan of a hand coming straight out of the ground. So they do a flashback to when his son is playing, or he's playing in the woods, and it
I
kind of
wonder if
looks
they
like
did that because he was in Carrie.
Maybe I don't know, but it's kind of like it was hard to tell where he was. It looked like he was halfway in Vietnam and he was halfway in his backyard, and then this hand. Comes
You know
out
what?
of the
My
ground,
backyard
which
is my
really cool.
Vietnam.
Is it? Did you have to deal with shooting a lot of people or getting shot at in your backyard?
Yeah, totally.
Fuck. Goddamn. Connecticut's really gone to hell. Okay, so what else? Oh, you know what I wrote down? The very first sign that there's problems in a house is the amount of locks on the front door. Okay? If that house has 18 locks on the front door, you probably don't want to buy it, because
Or it might
either
be my house.
there's someone crazy trying to get in, or maybe you don't want something to get out into the world. Just keep an eye on the amount of locks on a front door. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Oh, shit. I did write down kids disappearing. New fear unlocked. Like, I don't think about my kid just being next to me 1 second outside and then the next second they're gone. Like, that gave me a lot of anxiety.
Me too.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. That's fucking terrifying. Yeah, Harold is hilarious. I really liked him as a neighbor. I did write down that the carriage bed is dope, and of course, Roger sleeps in the child's bed that looks like a carriage. But
Also, how low is Roger's V-neck?
Could you get any fucking low? It's almost like he didn't have a front. It was like a cardigan. What the fuck? He's like, hey, you want to see some chest? Or maybe my dick? That was wild.
A little dick with that chest.
Right? Holy shit, bro. What is Ray Liotta doing? Why does he look so...
He's looking for some dick chest.
I think he's jacking off. Oh, yeah, it's a hooker. Anyway, what else? I put Ben was a madman. This is before, we knew what was going on. But so one of the things in this film that really I just was like kind of... They really played the Vietnam thing. Like, they really went after Vietnam a lot. And they showed all the sneaking through the woods and all the dealing with, the enemy. And I was having trouble jumping back and forth between that, because I'm like, is this a haunted house?
You know what did scare me?
War movie. Huh.
The baby snakes in the cigarette box.
Yeah, baby snakes are actually much more dangerous than adult snakes, because they don't know how much venom to use. So they use it all. They will kill you if they have venom.
Same.
Okay. He said same. All right. So, one thing that was weird. So he's trying to write his book, and he's coming in and out of flashbacks while writing his book. And then he sees there's something on the TV, and he turns it off. And then he sees his kid's reflection in the window, and then he uses the remote to turn off his kid's reflection. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I thought it was crazy.
It was in the window, though. It's not like he was popped up on the TV. So I'm like, why didn't you guys just put the kid's image on the fucking TV?
Because it makes him seem crazier.
I guess so. That is unhinged. Like, if I just take my remote and I'm like, turn off closet door, like that'll really.
I also thought it was ridiculous how Ben was just walking around with an M60 like that.
Yeah. Ben was a madman. He was a madman for sure. Like, he was a fucking jackass. So at this time, like, I'm not. Well, as a new watcher.
Oh, so this was a first watch?
Yeah, this is a first watch for me. Yeah. So as a new watcher, or a first time watcher, I'm not aware that Ben is what Ben is. So I'm asking myself, why the fuck are they in Vietnam so much? Why are they showing this fucking jack off so many times? Where is this guy's son? Oh, you know what? One other note I had about the kid's son in the beginning. the guy from the FBI called and was like, "Hey, you got to stop calling the CIA." Like, who the fuck is calling the CIA about their missing kid? I just don't get it. Like, that's a lot. So
Why did he skip ranks?
I don't know. He's like,
If it
"Hey,
was
the
shot
FBI is
down,
not
he'd be calling like ICE
right." Oh my god,
or
why is Ray
DHS
Liotta in a school?
as a cop.
Ray Liotta's in a school and he's like looking weirdly at teenage girls. That's a
He's
problem.
looking weirdly at you right now.
Fuck. God damn it, Ray Liotta. Leave me alone. Okay, so continuing.
His laugh from Goodfellas at you.
Holy shit, dude, the fucking realtor. So the realtor, when he's like walking through the house with Roger, and then he shoots the fucking spear gun at him, and he's like, oops, sorry. And he like literally almost murdered him. That was pretty funny.
I had a note, but it didn't post when I did it. I said, what a dickhead for that part of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So he was a dickhead. The realtor was a dickhead. We're almost at the part where this giant fucking monstrosity
Bibbles.
jumps out of the door. So I'm going to read a little bit more on the plot here, and then we can talk about it.
I think we named him Bibbles after he attacked me just now.
Yeah, he was Bibbles, and he demands avocados, if you didn't know. So one night, while investigating a noise coming from his late aunt's bedroom, Roger is attacked by a deformed monster inside the closet. Soon, more attacks occur. Levitating garden tools attack him. His wife appears and transforms into a hideous hag-like creature to attack him, who he believes he kills at that point. And gremlin creatures attempt to kidnap a neighbor's child, whom Roger is reluctantly babysitting.
I love those gremlins.
Jesus. After Harold finally witnesses the phenomena, at which point he flees in fear, the author discovers an entry into a sinister, dark dimension through the bathroom medicine cabinet and is pulled into the darkness where he fortuitously locates his lost son, Jimmy.
I love that word.
Okay. Fortuitously. Roger manages to escape with Jimmy, but is soon confronted by an undead Big Ben who wants revenge on him.
What did you think of when you first saw him?
I was like, really? This is... We'll get to that.
Me and Mike were talking. Me and Mike, bearded villain 83. We were talking about it. He kind of looks like Eddie from Iron Maiden.
Yeah. I could see that. For sure. It's great. I'm talking more about the character in general. The effects work, amazing. They did a wonderful job with that makeup and effects work. But we'll talk about the character in a bit. So Ben was taken prisoner and tortured before dying, and he blames Roger for failing to kill him before he could be captured by the enemy. Roger confronts Ben, no longer afraid of his fears, and destroys him with a grenade as he and his son escape the burning house. In the end, he triumphantly glances back at the house while regaining control of his life and reunites with his wife and child. Okay, cool. So we made it to the end there. All right, there were a couple things in there. So the monstrosity, that pops up when he goes into his aunt's room, that pops out of the closet. That caught me off guard because we've seen a lot of like Vietnam. You see things clicking and clacking through the house or whatever. But I wasn't expecting such a creature like the gremlins, the big ass fucking monstrosity or Bibbles and the hag. Like I wasn't expecting those creature characters. So that was pretty cool. That was a pleasant surprise. I was expecting more ghost or poltergeisty stuff. I did like the line from Harold. Solitude is always best with someone else around. Like he would not leave Roger alone, which was nice. He was a good friend, really.
I genuinely think he was afraid he was gonna lose his friend.
Yeah,
that's why he called his ex-wife.
Yeah, he was a good friend, and he went and he stole the phone book so he could call the wife, and he got the cops out there when he thought he was going to commit suicide, and he just kept showing up. He just kept showing up to be a friend, which was amazing. And then when he finally saw what was going on, he's like, "Shit, fuck, god damn it!" And like he got like
these monsters are real.
Yeah, monsters are real. Yeah, so he blew that fucking fish away though. So when that big mouth Billy came alive and started flipping and flopping, he grabbed a fucking shotgun and just shot through the fucking thing and then put a towel over its head. It was pretty funny. So when his wife shows up, or his quote unquote wife, I was like, she did not even flinch at that shotgun. Like if I walked in and my wife was holding a shotgun and like, what are you doing? Like that would be my reaction. I'd have to run out of the house because I wouldn't know what she was doing with the fucking shotgun, right? But his wife was like, hey, what's that gun for? So I was like, this can't be right. And then he ends up shooting her, putting her in the closet. He goes and he sits on the front porch and he's fucking cleaning a shotgun when the cops arrive. And he just like kind of accidentally points it at him. So I put, he's lucky he isn't black holding that gun, because he would have been dead, right away. He would have been shot a million times. Or, just anybody with mental health issues as well. He's lucky he was in a movie. Anyway, let's see here. Who be abandoning their kids like that? That lady walked in quick, dropped her child off, and took the fuck off. Yeah. One thing I did write down, though, it was about 80s parenting, was the line that Roger said, want something else to play with? How about a nice plastic bag? Did you catch that?
I did.
80s
I think I'm going to go
child care. What? What the fuck? You're going to go play with the plastic bag, or what are you going to do? Holy fucking Christ. Mikey cannot be trusted with anything. That's why we don't give him the tapes, because he just tries to eat them. No, I'm kidding. I'm glad you're all right there, buddy.
That's offensive.
Do you try to lick them?
I take little nibbles just to taste them. See if they enjoy.
Plasticky. A little bit of dust. Old VCR. Okay, so oh yeah, so all right, he's still babysitting this kid. The fucking monsters try to kidnap him and steal him up a fucking chimney. So right after this kid's like nearly kidnapped, they just put him in the bath, and Roger's like splash splash, and I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, if a kid almost gets kidnapped through a chimney, don't go in the bath. Go somewhere else. Like, come on.
Like play on a roof or something.
Oh, wait, no, that is Kurt Russell and his own wife. Oh, okay. Interesting. I thought that was somebody else having sex with Kurt Russell's wife. But no, it's just Kurt Russell. But now he's got a gun. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so... I have too much ADD for this. I don't know if I should be watching movies while we're doing shows.
I had to make yours like smaller because I don't want to watch it while we're doing it.
Yeah. So here I said, why the fuck is his closet Vietnam? So he goes, he grabs Harold. They go up to the room. He gets pulled in by the giant fucking Bibbles monster. And then he's in Vietnam. And I'm like, why the fuck is he in Vietnam? I still can't figure this out. What is happening? And then they reveal that he didn't kill Big Ben. And I wrote down, like, are you fucking kidding me? Was this all orchestrated by a Vietnam War vet? And somehow is haunting this man's aunt's house. I don't know. That was a stretch for me. It's just a stretch. I don't understand. I guess maybe the void pass through kind of thing with the window. I don't fucking know, but still, that was weird. And then the bathroom mirror is the void entrance. I did write down, that's a couple blocks from here, by the way. It's a bad neighborhood, but that's kind of how we get in and out if we need to go home and see our families. But that's the entrance to the void. It's in somebody's bathroom mirror window.
It's not everyone's hearts.
I mean, bathroom mirror. What?
Everyone's hearts and minds.
Are you okay?
I'm just kidding.
Are you depressed right now? You've gone so quiet and you're not responding to anything. And are you just watching the movie and not paying attention?
No, I was paying attention. I was joking, saying it was in our hearts and minds.
Who the fuck is fucking now? Why is
I don't know. I had to make this is like ridiculous, dude. I had to make it non-full screen.
Did this change to porn?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, look at them titties.
Yeah, we're gonna take it off of YouTube now. We can't post this episode.
Uh, well, I'll have Mike blur it out.
with Dylan's face.
Oh my god, is it Kurt Russell again? Though, weren't they just having sex now?
Are we
Or
gonna
is
have
she having
time
sex
for
with
the
somebody
next
else?
episode?
Yeah, we will. Oh my god. Oh no. Yep, they're about to get killed by old Ray Leone. Okay. So I said that rope ain't shit. So he climbs into the void. He's lowering himself down on like a fucking string. And then he gets attacked by a fucking skeleton bat, and that's wild. And then they shoot him or try to shoot him with his own gun. That was a lot. And then, yeah, the FBI would have a lot of fucking questions at the end of all of this. That was my last note. Where the fuck was your kid? Why? What are you talking about? You are insane. Where were you hiding the kid? You are now in prison for life for kidnapping.
No, you find your kid, and your wife just comes back, and everything's okay.
Right, and she believes you 100% that you were not the one. You know, I don't fucking know. All right, cool. So that's that shit, man. So production notes real quick. So House began filming on April 22nd of 1985. The first 2 weeks of production comprised shooting exteriors at the estate, known today as Mills View, which is a Victorian-style home built in 1887 and located on Melrose Avenue in Monrovia, California. At the time, the building was owned by two Los Angeles firemen, brothers Brian and John Wade. Production designer Greg Fonseca and a crew of 5 spent about 4 weeks modifying the existing Victorian manor that included repainting the whole exterior, bordering the front yard with a wrought iron fence. Wow, they got a whole makeover of their house for free. That was supported by stone pillars and attached foam spires to the roof. The back of the house had its clapboard facade covered with brick, and landscapers were brought in to plant flowers and reseed the dying lawn. The yard had no sidewalk at the time, so a faux walkway made from plywood painted gray to look like concrete and positioned to lead straight to the front porch was added as a finishing touch. This sidewalk was pivotal in the finished film, as that's what the grocery boy walked up, as well as Roger walked down and talked to his neighbor on.
My name is Grocery Boy.
I'm Grocery Boy, and I'm here to kill you, Mikey. No. Everybody calm down. The final 6 weeks of the production moved operations to Renmar Studios in Hollywood, where 2 floors of the interior of the Monrovia house were recreated on sound stages. This included sets for the living room, staircase, den, and 3 upstairs bedrooms. On a separate adjacent set, the jungle exteriors for the Vietnam flashback scenes were also built on sound stages, taking 3 days to put together. That's pretty quick. A total of 7 monsters were designed and fabricated for the production. These creatures, which included the obese witch, the zombified corpse of Big Ben, 3 demonic kids, the flying skull-faced monster in the void, the plaque-mounted marlin that comes to life, and the war demon from the closet. I guess that's what they call that. Were constructed by 17 special effects artists over a period of 3.5 months. The war demon, or Bibbles, in particular, was elaborately built. It was a puppet measuring 18 feet. It was fully mechanized, operated by 15 people, and featured a fully working lower bowel system. What? I guess it took shits. In addition to puppetry and animatronics, also stop motion and actors in rubber suits were used to create the monsters. All right, so that's production. For soundtrack, that was released on vinyl, cassette, and CD in 1987. The soundtrack runs approximately 51 minutes and 14 seconds and has 25 songs that were featured in-house and in House 2, the second story. All right, Mikey. So if you want to take away that box office and release.
House is given a regional limited theatrical release in the United States on December 6, 1985. Its release expanded to 1,440 theaters on February 28th, 1986. Grossed $5.9 million in its first wide release weekend. Missing first place with Pretty in Pink. By the end of its run, House grossed $22.1 million worldwide, of which $19.4 million was from North America. And then for VHS, New World Entertainment released it in 1985. And then on DVD, Image put it out in 2011 from their Midnight Madness line. I had it. I think I still have it somewhere in the house.
Nice.
The Blu-ray is this one right here from 2017. They also did a box set with, I think for American region, it was 1 and 2, and then I think for like the UK and everything, like region 2, they did all 3 of them.
Nice. Yeah, so this week, friends, we're actually gonna skip our reviews from Rotten Tomatoes, just because we don't think it's super pertinent to this track to this title. Sometimes Rotten Tomatoes takes things a little too seriously, and this was just a fun, easy film, and a good time. So we're gonna skip that. So what we're gonna do?
The lemon door.
Oh, right. Okay. What we're gonna do is just go ahead and shoot it real quick. Whoa! Hey! Whoa! Ah! Bang! Ooh! Wait! I'm wasting. Whoa! All right. Oh
hey,
shit!
Dylan, turn around.
Oh wait! What? Oh shit!
I was shooting at you.
You were shooting at me. Why'd you shoot, Leodo?
You shot part of my head off earlier.
Oh, right. Well, I just shot the arm off again. It's okay. Okay, so real quick, friends, let's go ahead and get you checked out. This week we're sending you with a curated movie list from Mikey Mutant, the man who puts together just the dopest fucking list of films. So thank you for doing this every week, buddy. No problem. So grab your popcorn, grab your candies, grab your goddamn sody pops, and stop cracking them in my ears, you bitches. This week, you're going home with some dope-ass flicks. So first, you're going from 1981 with The Howling by Joe Dante. Thank you. There you go. In Los Angeles, television journalist Karen White, played by Dee Wallace, is traumatized in the course of aiding the police in their arrest of a serial murderer. Her doctor recommends that she attend an isolated psychiatric retreat led by Dr. George Wagner. But while Karen is undergoing therapy, her colleague, Chris, investigates the bizarre circumstances surrounding her shock. When his work leads him to suspect the supernatural, he begins to fear for Karen's life. Dun, dun, dun. Next, you're going with April Fool's Day by Fred Walton from 1986. When a group of college students decides to spend spring break at the secluded island estate of their wealthy classmate, Muffy St. John. I don't know why.
Why is that making you laugh? Jesus.
I don't know. It's just a funny name. Anyway. Played by Deborah Foreman. What starts out as a fun, hedonistic weekend turns into something more sinister. Muffy is very fond. It's like Buffy. It's like knockoff Buffy. Well, I guess it came first. Maybe Buffy's knockoff Muffy. Muffy is very fond of practical jokes and sets up numerous gags throughout her mansion. But when her friends begin going missing and turn up dead, they realize that they're trapped on the isolated isle with a mysterious and brutal killer. Next, you're going with Blood Cult. That's by Christopher Lewis from 1985. Female students. Oh, God damn it.
Dylan, you scanned it in twice.
No, I scanned it out twice. Does that... Maybe that makes up for the scan in twice earlier. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm not good at business. So female students at a quiet...
Tonight.
Fuck off.
I'm out.
At a quiet Midwestern college are being killed and their body parts are used for blood sacrifices. All right. Next, you're going with Killing Spree by Tim Ritter from 1987. A man suspects his wife of adultery and goes on a killing spree, eliminating all he believes are sleeping with her, but his victims don't stay dead. And lastly, for the kids and the family, you're going with The First Kid from David Mickey Evans in 1996, starring Sinbad, actually. So an aspiring Secret Service agent, played by Sinbad, is none too happy when he discovers that he's been assigned to guard a teenager, Brock Pierce, the rambunctious son of the United States president. While Sims and Luke initially clash, they slowly form a friendship, particularly bonding over the young student's issues with a bully. The pair's improved relationship, however, doesn't stop the trouble-prone kid from getting into plenty of antics. All right, that's it. Okay, so friends, Mike, you wanna go ahead and announce next week's episode?
Brainstorm.
Brainstorm. American
My bad.
from 1994.
What is his storm?
I don't know, but I've never seen Brainstorm, but I think that's when we
not a
come up with
movie.
ideas.
It's not a movie.
Yes. I love it.
Brainstorm.
All right.
Sorry,
So
guys.
shout outs this week. I'm shouting out the Bearded Villain 83. Mike, you're the fucking man. He's gotten a lot of good content done for us for YouTube and just got the episode done with Buddy Cooper. We're going to get that uploaded. Mutant City Horror, as always, y'all are awesome. Thanks for a great week last week. And Alfonso Zavala. He actually made his first podcast appearance on another show. Go give him a follow on Instagram. He wants to start his own show, and eventually we're going to get him on here for a roundtable. Mikey, who you got?
All right. So I'm going to shout out the Doom Generation podcast, this Dissect That Film podcast, the Movie Dumpster, and Film We Trust podcast, and then my wife and my son. Yep. That's everyone today.
Awesome. All right, friends. So don't forget, come on the podcast if you have a project that you want to promote. Shoot us an email at vhsdoom@gmail.com. Twerk till it hurts, beep till you creep, pickle them ricks, rest in peace, Harambe, you angelic bastard, and Ribley Gibbons. And don't forget, Bibbles demands the avocados. What the fuck is this chaos? All right. Peace.